Assalamualaikum, dear audience. Welcome to İzle TV. Today we are in Muhammad Institute in Ankara. Our guest is Mr. Yaser, member of Muhammad Institute. Inshallah, we will ask about the Muhammad Institute and their job. Mr. Yaser, thank you very much for having us today.
Thank you for inviting me, and it's a pleasure.
Thank you. We have several questions for you. And honestly, we wonder what is the works of Muhammad Institute in Ankara. But before coming that, I want to ask you that what is wrong with Islam you got taught when you were young? And also, please, you can tell about yourself as well.
Okay, that's an interesting question. So I come from a small village called Ngous. It is in Algeria. It is like in the east of Algeria, and so I grew up in a strong family, like really strongly tied together. Yet Islam wasn't part of the teachings. Like the Islam that I was taught was confined to pray, fast, and be nice to people. That's Islam to them, like not criticizing them, but like that's the Islam that was predominant in Algeria. So if you think of it, it has nothing to do with my life. It has nothing to do with my work. It has nothing to do with my education. It has nothing to do with my family life. The only thing it has to do with is pray, fast, that's it. Like do ibadat. Mm-hmm. So it was too personal. And I grew up, I went to university, to engineering school, and then I went to France. And in all this journey, Islam is absent from my life. My life is focused on a career, finish my education, get a career, get a nice job, and earn the money, help the family, and there you go, this is my life. Until I found a group of people, they were called the Murabitun in the past. They've changed the name after a while, but they were teaching an Islam that is completely different. They're saying that the Islam that is in the Arabic world today, in all the Muslim countries today, is not actually Islam. It's a Christianized version of Islam. It's like an Islam that is only focused on personal matters, focused on how you dress, the length of your pants, the color of your beard, if women wear hijab or not, how should the hijab be, how do you pray, how do you do this, how do you fast, just focus on personal matters, like complete morality. Yet they completely ignore the whole life. Life is not only prayer. Life is you go outside every day to buy things. You buy and sell things. You spend 8 hours a day to work, right?
Sure.
What does Islam say about that, right? And these people are saying, this is what is Islam. Islam is a complete way of life. It is your social interactions, your economical interactions, like all your transactions, your political life, all that is part of Islam. So they say in Islam is a way to lead a full life, a complete life, from beginning to end, encompassing all aspects of life. There is nothing in life outside of Islam. Mm-hmm. And I found these people, and that's what brought me to the mu'amalat. Mm-hmm. And this aspect of economical and social aspects of Islam are called mu'amalat. Mm-hmm. The other part is ibadat. Mm-hmm. So Muslims today just focus on ibadat and abandon mu'amalat. Mm-hmm. So it is not Islam.
Yeah, as you mentioned, actually people in Turkey separated between ibadat and muamalat as well. Many of us focus on ibadat, but eliminate the muamalat, and we are acting like there is no muamalat in Islam. So, can you tell us, please? Why it is necessary to learn about muamalat? Is it impossible to continue our life just with praying and fasting and having qurban?
That's what I was saying. That is not Islam. Islam, ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah, ibadat, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, which is the sunnah, which is muamalat. So we need to lead our lives, the society life, the way that Rasulullah had put it in place, the template of Medina, like how was that city, like socially, economically, and politically. All that is Islam. If you take only one part, Allah says that's so bad of you. You cannot do that. And anyone who does that, he's going to have like a terrible punishment. So we cannot even say it's absolutely necessary for the Muslims to know what is mu'amalat. Why? Because that is like two-thirds of fiqh is mu'amalat, and 1/3 is ibadat.
I see. While I'm listening to you, I feel that Erbakan is talking in front of me, because the thought of Erbakan was like that. So he used to teach us we can't divine Islam, and we can't choose a part of Islam, and we can follow a part of Islam as we want. Islam is not divinable to two parts or the several parts. So in his whole life, he talked about this issue. So yes, please.
Can you continue? But why is it absolutely necessary? Like, you open your eyes, whether in Turkey, whether in any place in the world, the system is not working. It is collapsing. Like, let's take Turkey for instance. Inflation is 100% a year. Like, people cannot even afford getting the same like grocery things like milk, eggs, simple stuff are getting even expensive. Like, people, I know people. My aunt lives in Turkey. She hadn't had meat in Turkey for 2 years. Like, meat in Turkey is more expensive than in Europe.
Yeah.
So the Muslims should ask themselves, why is this happening? And the answer is simple. We are living in a different religion. The religion that is ruling, whether it's Turkey, whether it's Algeria, whether any country, the religion is capitalism. Like, we have a different religion, because we were saying mu'amalat is the laws that governs social and economical and political life of the Muslims.
So your claim that there is no difference between Turkey and France and other countries, the system, the economic system are same around the world?
Yes. Does Turkey have national debt?
Sure.
Does Turkey have a constitution?
Yeah.
Does Turkey have a central bank?
Unfortunately.
Do they have like a fractional reserve banking system?
Yes.
Do they have paper money?
Yeah.
Okay, you have your answer.
So let me ask you that. What is the Islamic model? What is the economic model of Islam? So what is the solution for this problem?
The Islamic model. The Islamic model for this, like, it's called mu'amalat. This is what we're speaking about from the start. And mu'amalat is a whole system, a whole connection of institutions and elements that makes the system divinely ordained. Like one of our Sheikh Omar Vadilu says there are 3 core components of mu'amalat. First, the gold dinar and the silver dirham. Ibn Khaldun called these two the Sharia currency.
Yeah.
And we have them here.
Yeah, please.
So yeah, the Sharia currency. Why these two is important? I'm going to give you a simple answer. Zakat, which is the 3rd pillar of Islam, is only payable in gold and silver.
So is it impossible to pay zakat with Turkish money?
No, impossible. It's not compatible. Like, you have to pay with gold coins or silver dirhams for like wealth. You can pay like for the cattle with the food if you have rations. But for money, you have to pay in gold dinar and in silver dirham. We don't have that. Do we have zakat? We don't. How do we call that Islam? It's the 3rd pillar.
So
finish. The second thing is public market. Public market. Most people, when they hear public market, souk, they would think of the bunch of traders that come to the middle of the street, putting their things on the street and selling. That's not a public market. It's a terrible version of public market, because the public market, throughout the history of not only the Muslims but even the Chinese, the Christians that they have public markets, everyone had public markets. Public market is the economical life of a society. Is the core of the economical life of society. In the public market, you have everyone in society buying and selling. Everyone in society can be an entrepreneur. Everyone has the free right to buy and sell. And a public market is publicly owned. It's a waqf. It's not private. You look at all the markets in the world today, supermarkets, malls, they're all privately owned. Those are not public markets. Those are monopolies. So public market is the second core component. Public market, to understand it, to put it just in theory, it's a bit difficult to understand it, but we have an example of Yiwu. Yiwu, it's a public market that was...
In China, right?
Yeah, in China. That was built in the 70s, in the late 70s, which was, it gave the people of Yiwu, the city of Yiwu, the access to sell and buy the things that they manufacture like in the city. And they added something called cluster development. Like the traders, they come together and they produce together and they sell together. So this made the public market grow fast because people are starting to innovate. People are starting to become more active. Like they start to become entrepreneurs instead of like employees, like in the Western model. So the public market from the 70s was just a city like smaller, like 10 times smaller than Ankara. Today is the biggest wholesale market in the world.
So it might be our example.
Yeah, so, and the thing is, public markets in Islam, whether during the, whether in Medina Munawwara, whether during the time of the Andalus, whether in the Ottoman time, they were refined. Their regulations, they were like expanded, specialized. So, like you can think of them the industrial and the economical backbone of the whole city, of the whole country. It was public markets. It wasn't something, it's not like today, just a couple of monopolies left, right and center just fighting over who takes the most shares. Public market gives the right to buy and sell to everyone. So everyone participates in the economy. They're not enslaved as employees in today's system. And the best example, look at the Istanbul Bazaar. It lost its aspect as a public market. Today it becomes just a mall. But people still love it. They love the experience. They love like having everything in one place. They love going there, speaking to the traders, having interaction with them. Because that is more social. Imagine like someone working in a company. I mean, maybe like I worked in a company. You wake up at 8, you go to your desk, you spend the whole day on the computer, you go to your colleagues, you have lunch, and you go back to your computer. Like you have a wall, and you are just a break in the wall, like as people would say. That's not life. And anyone who says else, like something else, he's a liar. And all this Muslim ulama supposedly speaking about Islam, and why don't you speak about this? People are being tortured by this system. They've been robbed on a daily basis. They don't speak about it. So yeah, we will go back to the three core components of mu'amalat. The third thing is called kirad. Kirad is a contract. So one important thing, the Islamic banking, they use kirad, but they reformed it. They completely destroyed its meaning. They use it in a fraudulent way. I'm not speaking about that. I'm speaking about the kirad that was practiced in Medina. It was practiced by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Can you clarify it, please?
Yeah, it's a contract, right, that finances trading. So you have some money, but you don't have the energy to go from Ankara to Istanbul to do the trading, right? You trust me. You give me the money, like a loan. I buy things in Ankara with it, and I go sell them in Istanbul. I come back, I give you back your money, we share the profits. You see it? Yeah. So, and like Murad can participate in this investment. Like he can give me the money, trade with it, and I come back and I share with you the profit. It can only be used for trading.
Real trading.
Real trading, like from public market to public market. So this is our three components, but a lot of other elements come with mu'amalat. We have the waqf as the... Waqf is an instrument that is beyond just in sadaqah. Today, you speak about waqf, people think of a mosque, they think about a hospital. But waqf is beyond that. Maybe next session, inshallah, we can speak about each topic separately.
Mr. Yaser, thank you very much for having us for this great conversation. Honestly, this is very important, a very significant issue, but anyone do not talk about this important issue in Turkey. So we give high importance to this issue. I hope the Muslim can realize the impact of gold dinar as much as faster.
Don't worry, inshallah. The moment we mint it, people will see. Because when the light comes,
yeah, inshallah,
the darkness goes away.
Thank you very much for having us again.
Thank
you. Dear audience, today we were in Muamelat Institute in Ankara. Our guest was Mr. Yaser. We talk about Muamelat and gold dinar. Thank you very much for being with us.